A little while ago I picked up some mini doilies from a charity shop, a thrift store if you like. They're lovely and I couldn't leave them there. And for ages I've been wanting to get around to doing something with them. I've got a whole heap of ideas that I want to do with the doilies, but this is just a little video on me making these sweet little tags. I've used a sheet, maybe half a sheet of craft paper, some little bits of scrim, some words I had kicking about, a couple of little bits and bobs, my crocodile tool, some bulb pins, a little bit of lace and string, and I've made these lovely tags. And if you fancy following along or having me on in the background while you're crafting away, and you can watch me making these lovely things. This one, I think what I'm going to do is just take me doily, and I've got a sheet of craft paper here and I'm going to make a bit of a gluey mess all over the back of this doily. I might employ my big glue actually. Let's do that and make a bit of a sticking mess and not worry about it too much. So yeah, my plan is, right, my plan is to stick this doily on this piece of craft paper, and for some reason I'm choosing the reverse of the craft paper. I seem to be preferring it for this. Let's get this all over here so it sticks down all the way over. This is a lot of fun. Oh, messy fun. Let's turn this over now and stick this down. I'm going to have to let this dry, aren't I? I put a little layer over the top so it's kind of sealed in. Let's do that. Go on, let's pop some of this glue. This is Collal glue, guys, by the way. It's alcohol based, so it's got no water content and it will never wrinkle your paper, and it sets to this kind of nice hard finish. I haven't done this before. I haven't treated this glue in this way before. It's rather fun. It's quite there are fumes like a Sharpie marker or something like that. That's quite an interesting finish, isn't it? I'm going to let that dry. It won't take long because the alcohol evaporates quite quickly. Right, let's leave that dry. So here we are. This is dry now. I've given myself a bit of a sheen on the surface with this glue, but that's okay. That's all right. We're going with whatever and seeing what we can create. I've got my circle hole punch now. Mine is 1.5 inches and I really like it, and I know one of the things that I want to do is this, and I'm going to make some little circle tags just like that. That's really pretty as it is, isn't it? I'm going to make a few of those. I have to trim this down a little bit to get there. No, I won't waste any of this. Look, I'll go right next to that one there, and I might, if I can, no, I'll have to trim down just a little bit there, not too much, because I want to see just what I can get out of this page. There we go. Let's go as close to that as I can. I might trim down just a little bit more there so I can get a bit more doily on. There we go. I've got that little wrinkle in my doily there, but let's not worry about that. There we go. So I've got 3 little tags, little circle tags like that. I'm going to do something with those in a minute. Oh, this is exciting, isn't it? Having a play for the sake of playing. Now, another thing I'm going to do, like I said, I want to try and maximise this. I'm going to take my ruler and I'm going to just cut down both sides of my ruler. Let's go all the way here on both sides. There, how far did I cut in? Oh, I haven't cut all the way through, look at that. There we go. I'll come a bit further down here, seeing as I've gone further down the other side. Straight would have been grand, but there we are. And I'm going to come across. Now luckily I've got one of these rulers that's given me some lines on it, so I'll be able to see what straight looks like, or straight-ish looks like. Cut this piece out. I'm going to trim this tiny little bit off the edge here where I went a bit wonky. There. And I'm going to make a tag out of this. So again, find what's straight. If you've got a cutting board like this, you can line it up with your cutting board if you like. Saves measuring stuff out. Life's too short for measuring stuff out. But my ruler is very friendly in that respect, and that will let me cut a straight line as well. There we go. And now I'm going to do a bit of an angled line. Cutting mat that can act as a guide. I'm going to be stupid now and do it freehand. And I'll turn that over and do the same the other way around. And this should give me, there we go, a tag like that. That's pretty good. I feel that that's a bit long. Might cut a little bit of this off like this. There we go, that's nice, that's nice. Let's see what else we can do with this. The remnant did like that little tag, so I'm going to do another one over here. Do it straight on, I think, so I can make the most. But I think this time I'll come up to here because that's where I've got a cut already. Or bookmark would be good, wouldn't it? Let's make a bookmark with the next one, if I've got enough. I won't cut too deeply into here, so I've still got this nice section left. And I'll take my little friendly ruler that's got the lines on it, and I'll cut across here. There we go, there's the bottom of my tag. Doesn't matter where I do or what size I do, so long as it's nice and straight. There we go. There's another tag. Same thing again. Just eyeing up where I'm putting this so that when I turn it over, it's the same on both sides. That's a handy little line, isn't it? There we go. I've now got two tags. I've got this texture. Interesting, interesting. It's giving me some sheen. I've got three little tags. I've got two big tags. And I've got this area left. Let's go all the way down and let's make a bookmark. I wish I'd have thought about that earlier on, actually, guys. How far down can I come? Well, I'm going to have to cut this bit off, so I might as well. Actually, I might as well go straight across here. Let's get rid of this. It hasn't cut all the way through. This Collal glue gives you this extra kind of thick layer. There we go. Right, this is what I've got left. Could go straight down, couldn't I? Or that way. I think I'm going to come like this down the middle to max out my bookmark. Yeah, I'll do that, I think. All the way down here. Let's all turn this over. So I've got the metal edge. I can go a bit thicker now as well. So I'm just doing this by eye now. This is the basis of my bookmark. It's a bit short, but maybe we'll add to it yet. We don't know. We don't know. Not sure that's straight. It's not straight at the bottom is why. I'll straighten it up at the bottom. There we go. I might corner round that or do something to make those edges a bit nicer. Make sure this is all nice and square. Right, what shall I do with this top piece? I think I've got a few scraps kicking about here. What shall I use? I won't use that piece. I might do something with that yet. Tiny little bit of doily left on it, so it counts. I'll cut myself a piece of this, fold it in half. It's really stiff card, this is. Have I allowed enough there? Have I? Heck, oh, I have on this edge. There we go, that'll do. That'll do. And then cut this down so that it's the same width as my bookmark. And then I'm just going to draw a shape on this. So maybe like that might be nice. That's completely wrong. I needed half of that. Let's cut this in half. So it's the same width as the bookmark. Let's do it again. So fold my little scrap in half. So it's half the width of my bookmark. And then draw myself a little shape that's going to be nice and easy enough for me to cut. Just a few curves backwards and forwards. I'm going to cut that. This card's very thick. Cut my shape. Open it up. Have a look, see if I'm happy with that shape. That's quite an elaborate shape, isn't it? And then I'm going to trace this off, copy it, make sure I've got it nice and central. Don't mind about this line here. I'm going to be inking here, and I'll also cut inside the line. Draw off my shape like that. I don't want to fold my bookmark, obviously. So I'm going to cut this now with my scissors just inside my line. If I can get around there. That is quite a neat little bookmark, isn't it? It's shorter. I should have thought about the bookmark first and gone in with the big stuff and then done the smaller stuff later. But there we are, done it now. And there's my bookmark shape. Can't get my scissors off my finger. So with a little ink, I'm not finishing these off. What am I like? I'm jumping the gun here. Let's swipe these bits off. So what we've got here now is 2 tags, 3 little tags, and this nice little bookmark shape. It's going to look better than this by the time we finish. And what I've got left, guys, are 2 little pieces like this. And I might as well make something out of those. Let's have another tag. I'll come right the way up with my ruler. Cut that off there. Line my tag up. I'm on all sorts of angles here. I reckon I can go to about here. Straighten up my bottom edge. So line my long edge up on my doodah and give that a nice straight edge at the bottom. Holding onto my ruler tight, I don't want that to slip underneath. And then same again as we did last time. Eyeball, start by turning this over because I've got a little angle there. Make a note of where I'm placing my corner. Turn it over. And cut. So that is all of these tags from one little doily. They're going to look great very soon. I've got this one last little bit left, and by God, I'm not going to waste it. Even though it's on an angle. So I'll do, could I get in there with one more circle? Oh, that's quite interesting, isn't it? Let's do that. There we go. That is all of my doily. Apart from that bit there, goodness knows. I wonder if I could make something for my little heart or something like that. Let's do that. I said we weren't going to waste it, so let's not waste it. So, yeah, freehand heart for this one. You could fold a piece of paper in half if you want to and draw yourself out half a heart. Fold the piece of paper, yeah, fold the piece of paper in half. Draw out half a heart and then trace it onto the back. But I'm being a bit gung-ho and I'm going for a very homespun, primitive, hand-cut heart. What does that look like? Blooming rubbish. Let's do it again. I'll make this one a little bit. There we go, that'll be better. That will do, that's pretty. I'm going to ink this. I've got a little bit of scrim here. I can make a tatty mess of that. And scrunch it up and pop it down with a little bit of glue. Where do I want this heart to be? Oh, look. Down there, or in the centre. I'm going to take up this space in the centre, I think. A bit of glue on there so that will stick. And then I want to glue my heart on the top. Stick my fingers covered in glue. And there we go. There we go. That's rather nice. Now I'm going to take my thing here, my crocodile, and I'm going to make a big hole. I can find me the right side in there. I think I'll get a rose gold. I love rose gold. Always favourite. I've got hundreds of these little guys. But I'm going to run out of rose gold ones first, and then I'm going to have to use up all my golds and then my silvers in that order. Right, get this the right way round, otherwise you don't get a nice set. Set my eyelet. Be absolutely delighted with that little job there. Look at that. That looks really nice. Let's get some ink on these edges. That's really going to help. I've just re-inked my ink pad, so it's rather interestingly, the ink doesn't like taking overly well to where I've put the halal glue on it. It's made it like a waterproof kind of finish. That's okay, it is what it is, and we're playing. And that's all jolly good fun. There we are. So this is my little elongated bookmark come tag, and right next to me I had this pink one. I wouldn't have chosen it, but it's here, and so it's in the lap of the gods, and I'm going with it. So pop my little pink tassel on. That's looking rather nice. I'm going to go and see if I've got a word or something to go on. Look at this now. Perfect. I've got a box of bits. A little stash, as I imagine you have as well. So, you know, have a look and just go with what you got, what comes to you. Let's make it like, you know, a sacred, spiritual kind of event, this creativity that manifests to us what we need when we need it. Love that as a way forwards. I don't want to put that over there. Oh, now then, I'm going to have to put that down here because I don't want to cover up my doily, do I? What's the point of doing a lovely doily thing and then covering it up? So I'm going to put that right here. There. So that is my little bookmark. I'm calling it done, I think. I might gift that to somebody in a book, maybe in a second-hand book. Normalise giving second-hand gifts. It's all good stuff, isn't it? There we go. That's my little bookmark. Let's have a look at these tags. I'm going to ink everything that will allow me to ink. The Kalal glue doesn't like it. Well, it doesn't mind it, but it's not taking it as dark as you get on raw paper. Now, I love eyelets, I love my crocodile, I love that little bit of metal in there. I think it adds such a lot, but I'm going to force myself to not use it all the time. So I've got my trusty ball of string here. I'm going to make myself a little hole in this here, and on the other side to lose some of that edge. Got a ball pin, guys, got a ball pin. Gonna pop a ball pin in. And what else shall I do with this? As soon as my ball of string is out and we're very much going with it, I'm going to cut myself a little piece of string. Let's go through the ball pin or the hole. Let's go through the ball pin, path of least resistance. There we go. I think what I want to do now is pop a little bit of glue on there, see if that coming unravelled. And then I'm deliberately going to unravel my bits of string. They're a bit longer than I'd like, so let's chop them off. And then I'm just going to unravel these bits. I'm going for tatty on here. There we go, look at that. Fabulous, I love it. And then I can just attach this to my gift or my journal page or whatever. That'll do just fine as it is. Let's make these others. I'm going to go definitely for what I love here, and I love my crocodile. I know I want holes in all of these tags, so let's do that. I'd love some of those little hole reinforcers in a craft brown colour, but I haven't, you know, the paper ones, but I haven't actually seen them, so I haven't bought any. Force myself to use not all rose gold Parish. Pop some of these on. So I've popped some eyelets in some of my holes, in most of my holes. What I've also got is this bit of copper tape. I'm going to use this as well. It's tape for putting on your plant pots to save your snails and slugs going up your plant pots and eating your plants. I'm just going to go with it and see what gives, I think. Is that straight? Do we care? Yeah, it's pretty straight. So I'll cut this off a bit oversized, why not, and tuck it round the back. Or shall I just cut it off? No, go on, let's do it a bit properly if I can. It's difficult. Actually, no, that's a bit difficult to do. Why am I making it difficult for myself? Could just do that. Let's do that. Let's fold that around on that side. And tuck it up like this and make it easy. Snip that off. There we go. That'll do. That's quite interesting, isn't it? Burnish this down with my nail. That's quite nice. Needed a rose gold one on there, didn't I? I really did. Right, what shall I use to go on the top? I'm going to have a look in my little bits and bobs box of lace and string. I've got some lace here that's rather nice, but it's also rather thick. So I think what I'll do is cut it in half so I can tatty it up a bit. Let's see. Oh heck, that ripped it. Don't want to rip it in half. Doesn't really want to change that one. Never mind, we'll go with it as it is. Sometimes you can, you know, get some fibres sticking out over the edge. That one doesn't really want to play, but never mind. Let's pop this through here. go. There's a nice little tag. Where are we now? We've got the bookmark, we've got that, and we've got this little tatty little tag down here. Looking great, looking really nice. Got 3 more to do. Let's get creative. 4 more to do. I keep losing video and I'm not sure why. I've stuck a little bit of paper on. I found this little scrap of paper. I've torn it diagonally without giving it much thought. Stuck it on, trimmed down the edges. I've gone over like this with my ink just to catch those torn edges. I found myself a word from my stash of like leftover little bits and bobs. Just found something suitable, haven't overthought at all. And I've got that I can then pop on somewhere. How shall I pop it on? I'm going to pop it on that way like that. Trim it down a little tighter. And glue that on. There you are, how about there? No, don't like it. I like it to go over there, I think. Over there, like that. There we go. Got a nice layer on there. What am I going to do for the top? I've got some raffia here, some paper raffia. It's really nice stuff. I think I'll go on and make my tag string with this. Don't want it too long. And this opens up quite wide. Look at this. It's nice stuff. But I don't want it opened up wide. But I will open it up and then I'll scrunch it again, I think. Quite a nice wide bit of ribbon. Oh, and you can see through there. Look at that. That's nice. Kind of semi-transparent, isn't it? Creative options there, guys. Feed my paper raffia through. Feed it back up through itself and pull. And there we go. That's really, really nice. That's longer than I need, clearly. So I'll trim it down. Might even have a look at inking some of that. Just get rid of that stark white and it'll just ink over the creases. There we go. That's cool. That's really lovely. So I'm getting on, aren't I? What have I got with me little doily and my bit of craft card? I've got these. Right, what have we got left? I've got 1, 2, and I'm sure there's another one. I really am just using up scraps and little bits of things for these. It's great. It's really nice to give yourself permission, you know, to not overthink things. Use what comes to hand. Got this little leftover sheet of words here. Again, I think, oh, I can't remember what this was from. It wasn't from the Masquerade kit. But if you're stuck for words, I've got some kits of words on my Etsy, if that's helpful. They're handy to have in. That's nice, isn't it, on that side? And also on that side. Go with this side, I think. Just a little scrap of something I've got left over. Do you keep all your bits? I hope you keep all your bits. I'll put that low down like that. You see, I've got 2 little tiny little scraps there. And by the time I've gone in and made an awl and put an eyelet in, not a rose gold one, Emma. See, by the time I've done that and got it the right way round and set my eyelet, that just looks like something now, doesn't it? It was nothing. It was a tiny little scrap of paper, and now it's this. I've got, oh, talking about scraps of paper, I've got this little scrap of paper left, and I found this little thing left over from something else. So let's get some glue on here. Let's stick this on here. Turn it over, trim off the edges. There we are. And then I need to put an eyelet in this as well. This is turning a sow's ear into a silk purse. There we go. Right, I'm going to use a few of these together now. I'm going to use one of these in the middle, I think, and then I'll have these two either side. Is there anything I want to do with this to funk this up just a little bit? Yeah, let's go for a little tiny strip of this paper. Just cut myself, tear myself a narrow bit like that. Go across here like this. Yeah. So I'm making a matching tag. Yeah. Where's me scissors gone now? Oh, there. Get off. There we go. Look at that. I'm loving that. In fact, I'm loving that. Just as those two, they're nice together, aren't they? Let's stick those together with a little bulb pin, and maybe I'll save these three for another one. And I'm sure I've got some nice blue ribbon that I can jazz this up still further with. There we go. Like it a lot. So here's a bit of that cut. My daughter just came home from college. It wasn't 5 minutes ago. She was coming home from nursery. Get this through this hole. And she's hungry. And it was pancake day yesterday, so we didn't have pancakes yesterday. We're having them today. So I need to go and start making pancakes in a minute, apparently. There we go. That's that one done. That's nice, isn't it? That's enough. That's a cute little tag combo right there. Let's put that way around. There we are. I could make a little, why not? We're here, aren't we? Make a little extra there. So I'm going to cut this in half. I've got an angled edge on both of those edges. I'm going to take me a little bit of blobber glue, stick this down, kind of like it was a certificate, like that. Does it go the other way around? Or does it go that way around? It should go the other way around, I think. Landslide off camera. A pile of craft stuff has decided it can't stand it any longer. There we go. So that's like a little certificate now. There, with that little bit of dingle dangle on that edge as well. Why not? It's fun. It's fun. I got the little tiniest bit of scrim left over here. I'm just going to glue this onto the back of this piece. Let it play peekaboo over the edge. Like that. Let that dry because I'm going to layer these up. Now I need something to stick them together. Have I run out of ball pins? I know I was getting rather low on ball pins. Can't have run out. Yeah, I never run out of these things. Got pegs. Ooh, found a ball pin. They are getting thin. No, they can't be getting thin on the ground. You buy them in packs of 5,000. I've put them somewhere, haven't I? That's what I've done. Right, this one is going to be these three layered up on a ball pin. Very simply. Little ticket I found left over in my box of stuff. There we go, a layered tag. Once I can get this ball pin sorted, there we go, a layered tag with 3 lovely layers, and just like that. And I think, oh, I've got one more to do. Let's do this last one, and then I'm going to make my little darling some pancakes. Found this little strip left over from Cinderella, so I think I'll use a bit of this because I've got it. And not least, accidentally, I seem to be going with these colours, don't I? With these blues. Might change the colour of that tassel. Let's trim you down a little bit. I'm going to trim off your corners as well, because why not? I'm going to ink your edges. There, like that. I don't want to cover that up. Oh, maybe I'll make an extra little tag out of it. Let's do that. Let's do that, guys. Needn't cut it so tight now. I know what I'm doing. Everything's getting the crocodile treatment in the end. Didn't intend for that to happen, but I just love it so much. Why wouldn't you do what you love? Do what you love. And I love this machine so much. Took me ages to get one, you know, because of the expense. I was like, oh gosh, can I justify it? But yes, of course I can justify it. I use it all the time, and more importantly than that, I love it. And life is sweet and life is short, and I think we should have what we love if we can. I'm going to find a different colour tassel for this. That's it, isn't it? That's the one. And then I've got like a set of kind of matching things. That's nice. Now, I'm making this video mainly, well, a couple of reasons really. I have quite a few people that like putting me on in the background and listening to me. Bless you, thank you so much. So it's for that. I'm just twittering away in the background while you're creating, and we're sort of creating along together, even though we might be doing completely different things, which is grand. Also, I just want to do some stuff out of stuff, you know. I make a lot of kits that are quite prescriptive, and you need the kit and you need to do this, that and the other. It's nice for me sometimes just to let go and have a bit of fun and not do anything particular other than chatter. And which way round am I putting this, loves? That way? Like that? Don't know. Let's go this way. Yeah, just chatter and give you something to listen to if we're pals, if we're mates, and you like listening to me, which is really, really nice. I like it a lot. Thank you so much. There we go. I think this is my very last one because I really must go and make pancakes. I'm going to leave that as it is for now. I'm going to go and make pancakes. I'm going to leave that there. Let's have a look at what we've done. Oh, I haven't put that one together, have I? Well, we're going to put that one together. Let's go with a ball pin because I want them to rattle around, and a ball pin is perfect for that. There we go. I'll jazz that up a little bit with a bit of lace, just a bit at the top. Wrap that through. I haven't cut this one in half. Same lace as I used on the other one, but I haven't cut it in half. Just tie that on to give me a bit more dimension and interest. There we go. I'm going to cut that down a bit. Don't like wasting stuff. Look at that bit there on there that I didn't have to cut off. That's going in my box of bits. So's this. There we go. I quite like that. And there's my ball pin. Come on through there, babe. That's it. That's quite sweet, isn't it? Right, I must go and make pancakes. I've had a lot of fun. I've made a lot of mess. I hope you've enjoyed me too. See you soon.